Hello everyone, today we're about to uncover a story that's even juicier than a soap opera. Maigret's life is like a real-life growing-up giant baby guide, as his dad passed away at 14, leaving his mom to raise him alone. His mom's control bordered on tyranny, dominating his life until Maigret married and escaped her clutches. Subtitle: But what? He changed bosses, his wife bragged he's an artist, yet investigation showed it was all smoke and mirrors. They were living it up in a fancy apartment, courtesy of the wife's family, and just like that, they were living large and broke. And they hadn't paid rent for over 7 months. Coincidentally, the first murder happened exactly 7 months ago. After Moses' arrest, Mommy hurried to the station, leaving everyone stunned by calling her 30-year-old son little sweetheart. She even texted that if things went south, she'd sell the house to hire the best lawyer in Paris for her little pumpkin. But against Mama's loving calls, Maigret looked like he was staring at his biggest rival. He just coldly told Mommy to shush, clearly trying to dodge her overwhelming affection. The more they watched, the more uneasy they felt, especially as Moses' mom and wife had dark hair, just like the 5 victims. All of this pointed to a terrifying conclusion. Maigret was a long-term mama's boy, weak and unable to escape from the clutches of women. As a 30-year-old useless case, he was broke and had no status, pretty much flattened by his lack of self-worth. He hated his mom's overbearingness and wife's dominance, but vented his twisted anger on innocent women instead. When Maigret laid this analysis out, Maigret's face turned greener than a summer watermelon, trying to keep it cool. She firmly denied any connection to the crimes, but before she could draw up defenses, the officers barged in. Subtitle: One police officer walked in carrying a suit, apparently having located a homeless man, and the overcoat was found at the gathering spot by the Seine, with definite burn marks from a chimney on the collar. And the fabric and buttons matched exactly what the female cop had snagged in the fight. Visibly, it was tailor-made for Maigret. Her body, 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 her body. Her body, her body, her body. This is the evidence the female cop snagged in the fight. Subtitles: This seems Maigret's custom British fabric suit, making officers doubt if he's the killer. We have to figure out the precise time when the burn mark on the collar occurred. If the burn was fresh, that meant Maigret was lying, so Maigret took the team back to her place. This time, the focus of the search wasn't the suit, but finding the real murder weapon. Sure enough, in Maigret's study drawer, police found an exquisite carving knife with a slender, sharp blade matching the coroner's description. The forensics report confirmed that the burn mark on the collar was less than 24 hours old. This indicates that Maigret's statement about giving the suit to the vagabond 1 week ago was entirely nonsense. But as a seasoned investigator, Maigret didn't buy that coincidence. We needed to pin down when that burn was made. Now, to get to the bottom of this whole mess, we had to figure out the exact timeline of that burn mark. To solidify the evidence chain, Maigret took the team back to Maigret's place. This time, the focus of this search wasn't the suit anymore, but rather hunting for the real murder weapon. The police found an exquisitely crafted little carving knife with an arrow and sharp blade, perfectly matching the coroner's description. At the same time, the forensic report confirmed that the burn marks in the collar were fresh, less than 24 hours old. This meant Maigret's story about giving the suit to the vagrant a week prior was all nonsense. But as a smart investigator, Maigret couldn't believe such a lucky break. He had to determine when that burn mark was made. If the burn was fresh, that meant Maigret was lying, so he went back to her house to solidify the evidence chain. This time, the search focus was no longer the suit, but on finding the real murder weapon. The police discovered a finely crafted little carving knife with a narrow, sharp blade, precisely as the coroner had described. The forensic report identified that the burn mark on the collar was indeed fresh less than 24 hours. This meant Maigret's claim about gifting that suit to the homeless man a week ago was total hogwash. But the story does not conclude here yet. When mother and wife heard the news of Maigret's confession, they both eagerly claimed to be the real killers in the 6th case. Both claimed they killed to save Maigret and wanted to prove they were his one true love. Talk about melodrama. Maigret then pulled out a simple, but effective test to uncover the final truth. Only the wife answered correctly, and at long last, the truth behind this serial murder case was revealed. This time, Mr. Clumsy didn't serve us the usual laughs but presented a dish needing some serious contemplative chewing. Are there people like Maigret around us, and are we unwittingly becoming the controllers in our lives? Is the love we show our loved ones genuine, or is it just another form of control?